So with this next pick was again a steal on draft day, and in my opinion, still a really big steal. Uh, I'm gonna give this a B plus. I'm gonna give it an A minus actually, and I'll say why after you say your reason. Or I want you to give your pick, and then I'll say why I give it A minus.
I gave him a B plus
Mm-hmm.
because he finished with 935 yards, 5 touchdowns, and his catch percentage 66%. And like most of the year he didn't have Dak anymore. He had Andy Dalton. And
Yeah.
like he was I don't know, he was just so versatile this year too. Like he was returning kicks, I think, or punts.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like I don't know, he was just he said I feel like he had a really good year for like a team that like struggled this season.
Mm-hmm. Um, that's why I'm gonna give him an A minus because those stats are really good for a rookie receiver. Believe it or not. Um,
Yeah,
those are
with a
really
backup quarterback
again,
pretty
and
much.
then you add up the backup quarterback, the amount of balls he caught, and keep this in mind. In my opinion, he was a 2 to 3 number receiver. Again, Michael Gallup. I mean, I think he was number two. You could put him number two receiver. You're putting up those numbers as a number two receiver. I think that's pretty good in my opinion. Um, you
I
know,
mean, I was high on CD Lamb before the season. I
yeah.
I thought I predicted to be the rookie of the year, honestly. I thought
I
like
mean,
he was gonna have a great year with Dak.
yeah. I mean,
If
he definitely finished in the top five in my opinion in that. But yeah. Again, I think that was a good pick for the. I think that was the best possible pick they could have made there, though. I
yeah,
think, I think in a redraft, Lamb's taken way higher than that, but they wouldn't want to take anyone else that right there at that pick.
like he's gonna be a stud wide receiver too for Dallas
Oh yeah, I mean that
as
man
long as
could
Cooper's
that
there.
man could transform to a even better receiver. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah, we got this next pick. We were both high on Lamb now and before. Um, I actually found some run blocking stats. Apparently, Austin Jackson was one of the worst run blockers this year. I don't know if that was correct. That's what it says. Um, Again, if run blocking wasn't a thing, he's a little worse than Wills. Not Wills. He's a little worse than Wirfs. But run blocking things, I'm gonna give him a B. I'm gonna give him a B
B.
because
Okay.
his run blocking is bad, like very
How bad
bad.
was it?
Well, let's keep this in mind. He allowed 4 sacks and 5 penalties. Okay, and his PFF rate was
Yeah,
52. So,
yeah,
and
yeah. I gave him like a I just yeah. Keep going.
and like I watched like I watched some like Miami Dolphins games like where it's like New York and like the Buffalo Bills, and I swear like whoever was that quarterback and the running backs would just get demolished, like absolutely
Yeah, I mean,
demolished. And
I'm pretty sure a lot of Dolphins fans like didn't like him either.
um
Like he wasn't great this. That's
yeah,
why they might go tackle this next draft
they honestly might have to go
that
tackle.
we have in our mock draft.
Hey, that
Check
might
out that first video.
yeah, check out that first video 100%. But yeah, I have a what did I say? B plus B? What did I say?
You said B.
Yeah, it's a B. I'll give
I
him the
don't.
B.
I just gave him a
Go on.
C
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, I gave him a B only.
just because of that.
I gave him a B only because he was like he was the fifth tackle taken, and you know he's better than two of them in my opinion. Or actually no, he's better than one of them. Way better than one of them.
Yeah.
So yeah. God, I don't even want to go on with this next guy. Again, I'm gonna give him an F. I'm giving him an F. I don't care. I'll give him an F. It just wait. How many games did he play in? Do you know?
He played 9 games this year.
Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna give him an F. I'm gonna be a little less harsh. Wait.
You could
You
be
go.
less hard.
You go first. I'm gonna see how many yards he allowed. Wait, I got that for you. Oh
I mean,
my god.
I'm giving him the F. I don't care. first. I mean, first when this pick happened, I remember like everyone was like who? Like, 'cause no,
Yeah,
he wasn't supposed to go first round, first of all. So
I'm
like
giving him the
right off
F.
the bat, that was a sus pick.
I'm giving him the F only because the Raiders are this stupid to pick someone like this. Um, just
And 78% of the throws his way were caught.
that is
I mean,
so
it says
bad.
here that it says here technically he didn't allow a touchdown, but he also had a 34% missed tackle percentage. 34% missed tackle percentage.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know. This guy wasn't. I mean, he would have been picked the
yeah.
second, third round. It wouldn't have been that like a deal. I mean, obviously for Raiders fans, it is like they want the player
Oh,
there,
and
but
let's keep this in mind. This pick was one of the picks for Khalil Mack, one of the best.
yeah,
Actually, that right there makes it an F minus. That
yeah,
makes it an F
that actually,
minus.
yeah, that makes it
That
anything
that
that should be lower than F.
that makes it an F minus right there. Actually, let me make that clear.
That might be the worst pick of the draft.
Oh my
Actually, I
god.
don't know. Maybe there's a worse one under there.
I mean, but just think about this too. They got Ruggs, not even the best receiver. Then they got, oh my
Yeah,
god. Yeah, the Raiders had a rough
you have
draft day.
multiple picks and they failed. I mean, they pretty much failed that draft.
Oh yeah, they failed. Again, so this next pick, right? Again, Damon Arnett. No, just F minus, F, whatever you want to do. Nothing higher than that. Next we have Chase on. I actually don't have a grade for this one yet, so you hop on it first.
I put him at. I don't know. I was harsh. I put him at a D.
Oh,
I mean, because he played in 16 games this year. I mean,
oh, he played all
he did only
16
play
games,
50, he did only play 51% of the stats, but like
but still, he
looking at
had
his
13
stats, he pretty
tackles.
much did nothing. He had 19 combined tackles, only one sack, three tackles for loss. I mean, nine QB hits is pretty good. Like, he had a 13% missed tackle percentage. I mean, it's just he didn't really do much on the field. I mean, well, actually, no, what am I saying? The Jaguars lost 15 games in a row for a reason. He definitely didn't do anything good on the field.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I want him to do good since he's from LSU, but he wasn't doing good with Jacksonville.
I
I don't think
mean,
a lot of players
yeah,
did.
I'm gonna give him. Wait, what'd you give him?
I gave him a D.
I'm giving him the F. I think based on the rookie year, this is bad. Um, you know, again, and this was the first outside linebacker taken. Oh no, well, Isaiah Simmons. Okay, you know what? It's the 20th pick. I'll give him a D plus for it. Okay, they took a chance on it. They got this pick from the Rams. Okay, I'll give him. I'll give
Yeah,
him a.
I thought Chase on was gonna do better though, but I mean he
Yeah.
just had
I
a
mean,
tough year.
I think he might have a really good sophomore season though. Um, but yeah,
Hopefully,
yeah, I'll give that a D plus just because it was a later pick. So Jalen Rieger. Okay, so if I was just basing Jalen Rieger off of him, I would give him like a C minus. I think he had some flashes. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna act like he was terrible this season. He had some okay flashes, but I remember watching the draft. I was like, oh, the Eagles are definitely right here gonna pick Justin Jefferson. This is the easy pick right here.
yeah, that's what everyone was saying.
Everyone was saying this. So Jalen Rieger. I mean not Jalen Rieger. They were like, Justin Jefferson being picked here. They picked Jalen Rieger, and for that, I'm giving them a D plus or the D possibly. I
Yeah,
don't know, because you had a chance
yeah,
to.
I gave him the D plus.
Yeah, I get.
Pretty much just because they chose him over Jefferson.
It was
And
just
in 11 games he had 396 yards and only one touchdown receiving.
that's
And
so bad.
he just was like he was supposed to be like a top receiver. Like he was like their wide receiver 3, which was bad in Philadelphia. They don't even have any receivers right now.
Yeah. Um.
Yeah, it's just tough in Philly right now,
I'm definitely
and
not
they're going to be depressed
impressed.
for a long time that they passed up on Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely tell you I am not impressed on that pick right there at all. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna give him we can both give him D plus. Let's just go on with that pick as fast as possible.
Yeah,
There's nothing really to
I
say
mean, let's
about.
just get to the next obvious
Let's
one.
get to this. This is again another pick you can't grade because it is so good. This pick A plus plus blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
No, I
I give
think
him the same as I gave Herbert.
no, I think you give him more pluses for this, only because he was the one, two, three, fifth receiver taken. Fifth,
Yeah,
fifth.
and another reason, his quarterback was Kirk Cousins, and he put up these like great
And low
numbers.
key, you saw Kirk Cousins' numbers; they went up this year. And
Yeah,
and he wasn't even
Jefferson,
the,
underrated route
the number
runner.
one the whole year. He kind of stole that number one show spot. Um,
See, people were doubting on him before the draft. Like they didn't think he's gonna be a wide receiver one or two. Like they thought, like people were hating. And he was like the number two receiver in college. So like everyone thought like, oh, is he even gonna be good, or was he just good because of Joe Burrow?
yeah.
But like he puts up 1,400 yards with Kirk Cousins,
And like, no offense to Kirk, but like, Kirk just like no. I mean,
and he caught 70% of the throws his way.
all I'm
For a
saying
rookie,
is
insane.
if the Vikings get like a secondary, that defense could be scary, very scary. But yeah, another pick you can't grade A plus plus plus. I'm
Yeah.
saying that's the best pick in this draft. It's the biggest steal. You're gonna look back in a couple years and be like, oh my, wow. So next we have Kenneth Murray. Again, Jefferson, great pick. Next we have Kenneth Murray with the 23rd pick. Ooh. It's an inside linebacker, so I'm gonna rate this a B plus. I want to give him A minus. I'm gonna give him a B plus though. Give him B plus. B plus.
I gave him a B minus because I mean he did have 107 combined tackles, which is good for a linebacker, but his coverage stats, he I mean according to this site, he 83% completion percentage against him in coverage. So, like
Well,
his coverage skills need work still.
he is one of the
He is a
bigger guys though.
linebacker,
Yeah, and he's one of like the bigger linebackers too.
but like on 53 targets, 44 completion. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I see where you come from that. I mean, anywhere in the B's, he was definitely an above average pick down here. Uh, you know,
He didn't miss that many tackles. He only had a 7% missed tackle percentage, and he
which
had
is pretty
107
good. And
tackles.
100
He's a
tackles,
pretty solid tackling season.
practically played every single snap.
Yeah,
I don't know that's a really good pick to me, right? I mean, that pick was traded, which they won that trade. If you look at this first year, they traded the Chargers traded up for the 23rd pick, and they traded pick 37 to the Patriots and 71 to the Patriots, which was Kyle Duggar and Justin Madubalik. So I don't know who Justin Madubal. I don't know if I'm saying that wrong. But Kenneth Murray was a really good pick here. Played 93% of the snaps. Definitely a defensive leader. That's gonna come. Maybe gets better on those. I mean, gets better on the pass game. He could be a really big player here. So I think that's pretty straightforward for us right there. That's a really good pick by them. Next
this next one, I feel like it's the most low key.
And me and Nick were talking about it. We were looking at it, and I'm giving this an A pick. I'm giving it an A.
Yeah, I mean, according to PFF, this man has a lot of sack and over 740 snaps.
Yeah, and
right there, that's impressive.
And I get it. Like centers don't allow sacks like that often, I guess. But still, like 0. Like
And
this this man went
he
up
only had one penalty too.
like this man had to go up against Ndamukong. Wait, who I'm not Ndamukong. Was Ndamukong still on the Bucks? No, right? They got someone else.
Yeah, he's still
Yeah,
there.
he had to go up against like great offensive lines like the Bucks, all those teams, and you can't look at run grade stats, but the Saints had one of the best run games in the league between Latavius Murray and Alvin Kamara. So
Yeah,
I
or
mean,
Taysom Hill.
yeah, and Taysom Hill. So Cesar Ruiz was an A pick right here. But, centers don't really get picked in the first
Solid
round.
center.
Beautiful pick, honestly, in my opinion. Yeah, there's not too much to say about that. I think I'm giving that an A right there. So next pick we have Brandon Ayuk. With the 6th receiver taken off the board.
He really picked it up the second half of the year.
Yeah, I'm trying to debate, and just because of that, I'm gonna give him a B plus grade. I'm giving a B plus grade.
Yeah, I had the same grade.
I think B plus because talking about 6 receiver taken, and I think,
and also the quarterbacks he had to play with.
Yeah, and besides Claypool,
he was playing with
I
Nick
think
Mullins, C.J. Beathard, and he had 740 yards, 5 TDs. He became like their number 1 receiver near the end of the year with Deebo Samuel being out.
And I think besides Claypool, he was probably one of the best receivers taken from this point on.
Yeah,
I mean in their rookie year, obviously, what's his face? I mean, Jalen Reagor turned to Randy Moss for all I know. I don't know. Guy could be Randy Moss.
Something.
So, yeah, I'm gonna give him B plus there. I think that's a pretty adequate grade, definitely. So, I don't think there's too much to say about that.
Jordan Love.
So this next pick right here,
See,
I'm gonna give it
again.
I forgot Jordan Love didn't even play this year at all.
Yeah, but I'm giving F to the Green Bay Packers on this one.
Yeah, I'm giving an F to the Green Bay Packers, but for his play alone, I think he can really be, a good quarterback. So I'm giving his potential like a B plus. I don't think he's gonna be great. I mean, potential B plus, but I'm giving this pick, and I'm not grading him. I know it's weird. I'm not grading him.
I mean, as long as Rodgers is there, though, he's not gonna start for a while, though. Especially when he just won the MVP.
Yeah, I'm giving an F to the pick. I'm giving an F to the pick,
and they could have got any other position.
And a B plus to his potential. That's the
Imagine if they were able to get Brandon Ayuk.
Oh my! I mean,
maybe may have made the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they were one offensive piece away from making the Super Bowl, in my opinion. One offensive piece. So yeah, that's really it for that pick right there. So this next pick, Jordan Brooks out of, I believe, Texas Tech. Yes, Texas Tech. Again, this guy played very little.
Kind of underrated.
Played very little. I'm gonna say very underrated. Based on the rookie year, I'm gonna give him a B though. I'm gonna give him a B only because didn't really play too much, but when he did play, he shined. With only 5%, only three missed tackles this whole year. That's kind of a really big thing. A lot of these younger guys, really suffer with a lot of missed tackles. So he did very good in that department.
I gave him a C plus. Just he only played 32% of the snaps,
and
he still had 57 combined tackles. A couple tackles for lost. He did start a few games, but obviously he didn't play a lot. He only had 30% of the snaps in Seattle. His coverage stats. He wasn't really targeted often. So nothing. 139 yards though allowed on 17 completions.
That's pretty good.
Not bad if you look at it. Yeah, like 8 yards completion. It says. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, he's keeping the guys in front of him.
I mean, these are the rounds where you try to keep, a lot of these are the rounds where you try to get like a lot of steals, I guess you could say. And I guess you could call it a steal, I guess. A very underrated pick that
We can't really tell yet.
I mean, kind of reminds me of like a KJ Wright, I guess you could say. Some guy who is actually on their team.
But yeah, once KJ Wright's retired, Jordan Brooks will definitely be in
I
his
think Jordan
spot.
Brooks will definitely prosper a lot in that position. So yeah, that's that pick. Pretty underrated pick in our opinions. Not too great, not bad at all though. But next we have Patrick Queen,
Yeah.
the best linebacker prospect in this draft. Got picked a little late. I'm gonna give him, again, disappointing to say the least, in my opinion. I'm gonna give him a B-. Little disappointing.
B-.
Just because he was so hyped up and didn't really play out. I think he has potential to be really up there again, but I'm gonna give him a B-. The tackles were there and stuff. Don't get me wrong, but I'm gonna give him a B-. Actually, I'll give him a B.
Yeah, I gave him a B. I mean, he did have over 100 tackles. I mean, he did start every game. Nine tackles for loss, 10 QB hits.
Again,
I mean, that's pretty good for an inside linebacker.
Yeah, but you look at like the advanced stats. 21 missed tackles.
The missed tackles are kind of an issue.
75% completion percentage.
I mean, I think he could become I think he has the potential to be I don't know about top linebacker, but he's going to be a top 15 linebacker potential. I feel like.
I think him and Kenneth Murray are going to be the two top, the two top linebackers in this draft, 100% when it's all said and done. With this draft, those are definitely going to be they're going to be the top two players in this draft. Again, I'm going to pick a B. Honestly, without the coverage stats, I'm giving this an A. But the coverage and the missed tackles, he has to work on a little bit, not too much. But definitely was really good. But something he did, I guess you give it a B- or a B+. His grade is that only allowed 366 yards on 41 completions. So it really kept them in front of him, as like you said before, with as what he did. So I'll give that a B+, I guess, actually. A little disappointing though, because he was supposed to be again, like I said, the number one position rank. So a little bit disappointing. Not too much though, but yeah. Oh my. What are you grading this? F? F minus?
Yeah, I gotta give him an F.
He didn't play
because he didn't play, and he just has so many off-field issues. I think he got suspended.
Leave it to the Titans.
I don't know what he exactly did, but
leave it to the Titans to draft players with background issues.
And they didn't even. I mean, we were at the time when we did our mock draft on the Budge channel. We didn't think that they were gonna even look at a tackle.
Well, yeah,
that was the first strike there. But then now this guy has all these issues. He's gonna get released eventually at this rate.
Oh yeah, at this rate he's getting released this year. He's his future's not looking good.
So for that reason, that's it. That's a fail for Tennessee.
Yeah, that's a big fail. I'm not gonna say that's why they didn't. They did worse this year, but hey, that's definitely not gonna help them. It definitely didn't help them at all. But yeah, so F minus. So this next pick right here,
pretty much.
When he allowed a lot of big plays, I'm gonna have to give him a D+. A lot of big plays, but stepped in there a little bit. I mean, actually, then again, he was a third corner. So if he's allowing that many big plays as a third corner, I'm going to have to give him a D. I'm going to have to give him a D.
I also gave him an F as well.
Oh.
He didn't get a lot of play time, but like, I mean, yeah, you look at the advanced stats, 14 completions, he allowed 295 yards
Yeesh.
and 3 touchdowns in the 14 complete. He had a 23% missed tackle percentage in like the limited snaps he had. And also, I also gave an F because like all I remember is week 2 when like the Bills played the Dolphins and Stephon Diggs destroyed this man. I mean, I know he destroyed a lot of guys this year, but like it was bad. Like he was getting towards saying, I don't. I mean,
Yeah, it was bad.
he just doesn't look like he's gonna be a good corner, and definitely should have
Yeah.
been a first round pick.
Again,
Like, the guy under him was much better, but I think he would have been a better pick.
oh yeah, it would have been a way better pick because this pick was not good at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's actually go to that pick while we're talking about it. So we both gave Igunabi. I'll give him a D minus, honestly. Just really, I mean, he had some light spots. I know, I don't know. It's just bad.
So like all in all, like Miami had 3 first round picks, and like none of them really were spectacular.
Yeah, because they had Tua, who can. I mean, I think will pan out in the future.
He has potential still.
So yeah, Tua's going to be the best first round pick they have here. Austin Jackson, penalties. I believe he had a lot of penalties or some or. Oh no, it was his pass. Yeah, it was his run blocking, and Igunabi. You know, let's hope.
Change this. I'm about to change my grade on this Jeff Gladney.
Why do you have it too high? We'll actually go to him now.
I might have him too high. I'm looking at his advanced stats right now.
Oh, I have him at I have him at
a tough coverage season as well.
Yeah, tough coverage season.
I mean, I'll keep him here. I guess what I have.
I'm giving him a D plus. D plus. I'm giving him a D plus. I would have given him an F, but 81 tackles, 7 tackle for loss.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna give him a C minus, just like I gave AJ Terrell. I think they had like identical seasons. To be honest, they both had a lot of tackles, but like in coverage, they both got torched. I mean, Gladney allowed 6 TDs as well.
Yeah, a lot of TDs.
QB running against them. 11 yards, or
again,
pretty much 12 yards of completion too.
20 missed tackles too. You can't allow that.
Yeah.
I mean, then again, he was the number 1 corner, and he's not really made to be a number 1 corner. But then again, I mean,
still room to improve though. But I mean, it was just a tough season.
And the trade that happened here, was the 49ers traded pick 31, and a 2024 round pick and a 2025 round pick for the 25th pick where they picked Ayuk. So the 49ers won that trade as of now with the players that have panned out, because you got Jeff Gladney, DJ Wanham, and KJ Osborne. So I don't know how any of the other played out, but they most likely won that Brandon Ayuk when they picked Ayuk there. So yeah, I mean, again, you can't blame them. 31st pick, you hope for better, but sometimes it doesn't pan out.
Actually, maybe I'll give him a little higher grade just because he was picked 31st compared to Terrell. So I'll put him at a C.
Yeah, you know what? I'll give him a C too. I was a little harsh on him.
Just because he was like the end of the first round.
Yeah, I'll give him a C. So let's go on to the final pick of this first round by the back-to-back Super Bowl, not winners, but back-to-back Super Bowl attendees, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Pick Helaire here. First running back taken off the board. Again, 32nd pick. They did need a running back here, so I'm not going to deny that. With Williams opting out, and I think they knew they were going to opt out. They knew they needed a running back. Now I'm just going to check. I'm forgetting which running backs were in this draft. I'm blanking. DeAndre Swift would have been a better pick in my opinion. Jonathan Taylor, yeah, actually, yeah, okay.
Yeah, Taylor may be better, but actually, I mean, Clyde Edwards-Helaire was like one of the top running backs though before he got injured.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Edwards.
I like the pick here.
Yeah, I like the pick. I like it.
I gave an A because like before he got his injury, like he was like a top running back in the league rushing wise, and
Mhm.
he's honestly already one of the best receiving backs already.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't gonna rate him bad. I was gonna rate him like a B plus, like a B plus. I mean, obviously he's not
I
necessarily like
just think they
a.
have to use it more.
Yeah, they have to use him more, and I think Bell's there for another year, I believe. So maybe they could use
I
Bell. I
don't
mean,
know.
or is he a free agent? No, he's definitely not.
He
Oh,
may be a free
oh
agent
no,
now.
oh yeah, he is because they signed him for that 1 year contract. Um, I mean, I guess it's an okay pick, not a terrible pick, but could be better, in my opinion. I mean, it could have been better, but like, who really thought that? Who thought that? Taylor was gonna go off and all those players. But yeah, so that is our first round summary. We can't wait for the 2021 NFL drafts. Some some college pro days are going on currently. You got Lawrence showing out, a bunch of other players. Rondell Moore jumped 43 vertical. The Purdue opt-out receiver this year. 40. I mean, some players are going absolutely insane. We want to thank you for the support on the videos. And oh my god, okay, so I'm trying to point something out here. Our free agency, we have never had a video hit 1,000 views before. But our free agency video before when we started this video, it was at 970 views. It is now at 997 views right now. So we just want to.
That's wild.
This is big to us. Very big to us. Never came close to 1,000 views, and we hit I think 1,000 views in less than a week, I believe, or a week actually, exactly.
Yeah.
I think it's a week. That's love right there. That's lots. That's some much love right there, from our supporters. Not too much to say about that. We're gonna keep on putting out a bunch of content for you. Give us our opinion. Maybe you have ties to some of your GMs. You tell them about some of these college players. I don't know, man. Maybe you're friends with some GMs, and you could tell them to pick some of these guys. We might be able to help you. We understand some of you guys might not agree with our picks, but we love controversy in the DMs, and we love to not argue, but talk about our picks. So that is really all I have to say about this video. Do you have anything to say, Nick? For the end of this video, pretty much.
Hopefully we can get the support like we have been on the other videos.
Yeah, the support makes us want to record even more. So yeah, not much about it. Yeah. So that will be the video. Please smash the like button. Please not the dislike button, the like button, and comment anything you feel like. I don't care. You just anything. What you want us to do. We're coming out with a mock
what would
draft.
you grade these players?
We're coming out with the mock draft next week. As
2.0.
The week of the 22nd of February, we'll be coming out with another mock draft video, mock draft 2.0. A lot of things have changed in some things in the mid rounds and late rounds have changed. We're going to change it up a little, give you another possible scenario on what's going to happen here. But yeah, comment what you guys think about our grades. Grade these guys. If you say your favorite team, we graded, Chase Young too high, or we graded Damon Arnett too low. Do you think he's a C? Let us know in the comments. And yeah, it's Nick Joe's Film Room. Grade NFL players from the 2020 draft, and we're out. Peace.